Hi guys, Sarah Halina here, and today I'm going to be re-examining season 7 of Once Upon a Time, more specifically the idea of the Guardian, so stay tuned. Okay, so initially the plan was to look at season 7 as a whole and decide what I liked about it and what could have been done differently, because I didn't hate season 7. But honestly, I feel very passionately about the Guardian, and so I decided to just stick with that and focus on exploring the Guardian further. So yeah, basically I got my little notebook that has some points about the Guardian. For long, I've sought after a hero pure of heart, the Guardian, someone incorruptible by evil, willing to sacrifice. Apparently, that was a quote from Mother Gothel to Rapunzel / Lady Tremaine. I don't remember that quote. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I literally, if anybody can tell me what episode that quote is from, please tell me what episode that quote is from, because I don't think it's real. Yeah, the Guardian itself, introducing it, I mean, clearly I think it was supposed to be a way to send off Rumpelstiltskin, because Robert Carlyle had apparently stated that season 7 was his last. But I don't know, it just almost kind of seemed a little ridiculous, I think. It would have made more sense to introduce the Guardian in season 5, when everybody was trying to remove the Dark One powers from Emma. But, you know, it was season 7, and I don't have an issue with the Guardian itself. I think it's a very interesting concept. I think it's something that should have been delved into further in season 7. I think definitely having the Guardian added that different element to season 7 to make it different than season 1, and anything that made it different than season 1 was a win in my book, because the entire season kind of felt very copy-paste of season 1. But they didn't dive into it, and because they didn't dive into it, like, there's not much known about the Guardian. Presumably, according to Once Upon a Time Wiki, the Guardian is prophesized to take the darkness from the Dark One and use it for good. That's fascinating. I wanted more of that. But I think my main issue, honestly, with the Guardian is who they chose to be the Guardian. And first it was Anastasia, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Then they made it Alice, and then I was like, okay, so we're having multiple Guardians, but the one person that it made the most sense to make a Guardian, they didn't do. And that is Lucy. 100% it would have made more sense to make the Guardian Lucy. They could have, done a thing similarly to Buffy, where, every so many generations a Guardian is born. So there was no Guardian when Emma was the Dark One. It definitely would have helped, give Lucy that prominent role that her family is so known for having. I mean, her grandparents are Snow White and Prince Charming, but her grandmother, Emma, is the savior. Her father is the author with the heart of the truest believer. And she has a tie to the Dark One powers and the Dark One dagger and the Dark One in general because her great grandfather is Rumpelstiltskin, the Dark One himself. So it would have been really interesting to kind of play with, her lineage and give her the role of the Guardian, that she has all these ties to both good and evil, and therefore she kind of has this pure balance in her, and she can harness these powers from the Dark One and use them for good, or just at the very least neutralize them. I don't know, but it would have made her less of a carbon copy version of season 1 Henry, who, I mean, Henry was not my favorite character at the beginning. It may be an unpopular opinion, it may be a popular opinion, I don't know. But definitely when they started adding layers to Henry, when he had the heart of the truest believer, when he became the author, that's when I started really enjoying him, because he had layers. He wasn't just some kid running around screaming, "We're cursed, we're cursed, we're cursed." And that's essentially what Lucy was doing throughout season 7, and I don't think it did anybody any favors. So I think definitely giving her this other layer would have been beneficial to the story as a whole. But yeah, I mean, let me know. Do you guys think that Lucy should have been the Guardian? Do you guys have any strong opinions about the Guardian in general? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my latest videos. Follow me on Instagram. Follow the fanfiction page. All the links to those are in the description down below. And I will see you all in another video. Bye, guys.